To help turn automotive sales managers into effective leaders capable of getting the most out of their valuable salespeople and more repeat and referral business from the precious customer, we have assembled a short series of topics focused on two fronts. Number one, how to merit and maintain the trust of salespeople, and number two, how to lead change without creating unnecessary resistance or resentment among the sales team.
Let's start by talking about what happens in a number of dealerships today. In this case, the customer selects a $30,000 car. And the salesperson asks the customer, how much did you want to put down? What do you want to bet the answer is nothing? We know that's the answer most customers give. The other question we hear salespeople ask is, where do you want your payments? Most salespeople would agree that the response would be $250 to $300 per month. Now, the reason we know this is happening in dealerships today is because we go into dealerships all across the country and we see salespeople coming to the desk with Foursquare presentations that look like this. Now, we all know that these numbers don't work. And sometimes we might ask ourselves, why do customers say that? But you know, the more important question is, why would we ask that question? This is exactly what I said a little bit earlier. And realistically, it's 3 sentences long. Those are the major components to the script. Bill, to save you time, I asked the manager to run the numbers a variety of different ways on your new great car. That way you'll have all the important information that you need to make a smart decision. Then you can just circle the one that works best for you. We put the presentation in front of the customer. We point out the different alternatives, and you've got to keep that simple. We don't want to go over every single payment or every single down payment. Just say there's some different finance alternatives, there's some different lease alternatives, and there's some different down payments and terms. Put a pen in their hand so they can circle the payment that works best for them.
To become successful at dealing with lenders, you will also need to learn the logic behind common credit scoring methods and methods of credit score interpretations. You'll be provided with the industry codes and the code explanations and entry formats the lenders use to interpret credit bureau information for loan underwriting purposes. We will also break down the various loan underwriting calculations that are necessary to complete the loan placement decisioning process. Even with all that training, no professional salesperson, F&I manager, or sales manager will be complete without a thorough understanding of leasing and special finance. Training also includes instructor-led lease structuring practice sets, professional lease versus buy presentations, proper lease contract disclosures that comply with Regulation M, and how to handle common customer objections to F&I products from lease customers. And finally, special finance training begins by addressing the unique terminology that only applies to subprime lending, including specific credit definitions and types of lender fees for non-prime customers. Subprime lending requires a more advanced knowledge of credit bureau reporting and a thorough understanding of how various lenders interpret multiple forms of negative credit files. Special finance training also includes the different ways lenders may use to calculate income and the types of proof of income subprime lenders may approve or require for funding. This is important information to use when selling cars to subprime customers in order to help the desk managers obtain the information they need to make an intelligent deal structuring decision and to help present customers with vehicles they can afford and avoid unwinds. Special finance training also features the reverse sales process that maximizes gross profits and closing ratios per sale. Special finance training also includes instructor-led exercises to help structure the most profitable loans on the most profitable vehicles in inventory based on the customer's budget when compared to available subprime lending guidelines. If F&I is going to get $90 bumps in F&I and $3,000 to $4,000 packages of products on cash customers, everyone involved in that sales process needs to be on the same page. Ensure only happy customers are introduced to the F&I manager. Then the F&I manager can verify 100% sales department CSI before the F&I process begins, and take it one step further and ask the customer if they're willing to refer their friends and relatives to their salesperson right off the bat and get an affirmative yes in writing. We have a form for this, and a copy of which is here displayed on the screen. Now, this form can be used to verify 100% sales department CSI before the F&I process begins, and allow sales and F&I to work together as a team to get all of the gross on every deal that should be obtained, all the repeat business you should obtain, and all the referrals you should acquire, and make every day a great day at work. So have a lot of fun.